And breakfast is done. We have our scrambled eggs here, our bacon just to break it up to give it a little color, our stewed potatoes. Y'all see that? Don't they look good? Yes, and my toast with apple jelly. This is my meal. Thank y'all for cooking with me. Why not? Why not? First we have our onion and potatoes. We're going to make some stewed potatoes. So I'm going to cut the onion first and then I'm going to peel the potatoes. Alright, you see I have my gloves on, so I'm going to peel one onion. That's all I need, and y'all know I do not like the smell of onions on my hands, so that's why I have my gloves. So I sped it up a little bit just to peel the onion and show y'all the process of what I'm doing. It does not have to be beautifully done. It does not even have to be small. It can be big chops if you want. It depends on your liking. But I just roughly cut it to put it in the pot before get that started before I put the potatoes in, just to saute the onions. So got that done here. Here we go. All right, now I'm going to use some salt, lemon pepper, black pepper, and a stick of butter. This is unsalted butter. So I'm going to start that process. Alright, I've showed you my ingredients. I cut my eye on high. So I'm putting my stick of butter in right now. And then I'm going to go ahead and put the onion on top of that. And then I'm going to lightly season it just to get it started. Because as time goes on, I'm going to have to season it some more. Because I may have to add water. May have to add a little bit more butter. I don't think I add more butter, but I know I add more water. So y'all know I'm doing my voiceover right now. So kind of like forgot what I was doing because you do it differently every time. So now I'm doing lemon pepper. I've already done my pepper and just gonna get that on. Put my onions in now. Gonna stir that up just a little bit and then I shall add my lid. But y'all, while I'm adding my lid, y'all please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell so you have notifications every time that I post. Please also share with everyone so my channel can grow, and go over to Tyra and do the same for her. As you can see, I not only do mukbangs, I not only do reviews, I'm not only do unboxing, but I also do cooking videos. Yes, I do love to cook. I think I cook very well, me personally. Mostly southern stuff, the basics. You may have me do some flash every once in a while if I'm catering. Other than that, strictly southern over here. So y'all, I'm just going to break these onions up a little bit. And then I'm going to let it do what it do. And then I'm going to go to my next task. Just bringing the camera in closer so you can see what's going on. It done broke down a little bit. So I'm going to add more water. Not that much water because I didn't cut that many potatoes. And you want it to cook down. So y'all, here I am now. Have my potatoes. Y'all, I prefer cutting my potatoes instead of using the potato, what is it? The other thing that you use to cut potatoes. What is it? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can't even think of it right now because I'm thinking so hard. But I prefer this method, although it do bother my hand a little bit, but I don't mind because I just enjoy it. It just make me feel like I'm really cooking. You know how you do back in the day when you sitting there and you doing all the hard work, peeling all the potatoes, peeling all the apples, peeling all the yams. This is what I learned how to do, and this is why I learned how to do it. And I don't have no small knife. Y'all see that, right? I needed to cut through so I can get it done. And as you can see, it's not a lot of potato coming off by that skin. So I'm doing it pretty good and thin to the skin where I'm leaving enough potato where you can still enjoy it and have something to eat. Now, if you were really doing something really nice, you can always keep the skin and throw your skin in a skillet so you can have you some crispy, just like chips with skin on it. But we ain't need all that because we're doing stewed potatoes. Our crunchy element will be our toast and our bacon, which you'll see all of that being done. So yeah, peeling these potatoes. I think I had, how many did I have? I didn't have many, and they're not big potatoes because it's just for me, my brother, and my dad. And I just wanted to make sure I did enough so we could have some left over and if somebody wanted a snack. So with stewed potatoes, you don't have to cut them small like you about to do potato salad. They could be chunks. Only because you want them to cook down and it's going to be somewhat like mashed potatoes, but then you're going to have chunks in it. So that's why it's called stewed potatoes and it's not mashed potatoes because it's not all the same consistency. You still have a little chunks in there plus the onion, which goes great with biscuits, toast. You can eat stewed potatoes for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. That's why I love it. You get you a good steak, stewed potatoes, oh, beautiful. Steak, chicken, stewed potatoes, beautiful. You can even get the country ham, stewed potato, go with everything. A roast, yeah, you can even put that on the side because you got the chunk that's beef. All right, y'all, so y'all see I'm still cutting up. It's not gonna be too much longer. I'm pretty much done. This could be the last potato. I should have did closer for y'all. And I know y'all say, why is she sitting down cut potatoes? Hey, why not? Sometimes you do not always have to stand up to be cooking. I know people say you cook better when you stand up. When it's time to stand up, I'm going to stand up because I have to go to the stove. I'm not pulling no chair up to the stove. So y'all, here we go. Here's my potatoes. All right, so let me check on my onion and my water. So it's coming together nicely. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour in my potatoes and just let it do what it do. You keep it on high. You keep it on high, and I should not have covered it again, but if you keep it on high to cook down, just like you do when you boiling potatoes for potato salad, you want it chunked like that. So as you can see, I just put a little bit more salt, a lot of pepper. The pepper's not hurting it. It's not making it spicy. It's just giving it a great flavor. And it's going to be beautiful when it come out because you don't want just like white food. You want some color to it. So this will also add color to it. As you can see, I did just taste it a little bit. Added a little bit more salt. I'm not going to add a lot because you can always add as you need it. Because as you know, when you put a lot of salt in items, you normally put potatoes in because potatoes can draw in the salt. Like say for instance, if you cooking like tomatoes and you put too much salt, you throw in a cut potato and that potato will draw that salt from that dish and then you just remove the potato out. Just a little tip I want to share with you. So just put a little bit more because it's going to continue to cook and then the water in there, but you don't want like bland potatoes. So that's why I did that. And I'm going to let it do what it do. Yes. So here we go. Let me go ahead and I have some thick cut bacon. Yeah, I can't afford the real thick cut bacon. So this is a thick cut bacon. It was frozen, somewhat frozen. I was impatient, didn't wait. So that was my struggle with trying to loosen it up so it don't break and it could still have some form to it. So I just want to put all the bacon in the pan. So it's not really overlapping, still has room to cook. And of course, as you see, I'm using a disposable pan, trying to use as less dishes as possible. So yes, I'm going to do this, and then guess what I'm going to use? Guess what grease I'm going to use for my eggs? I'm going to let y'all figure that out by the time. Comment down below if you know what I'm going to do for the egg when I get ready to do the egg. But let me finish doing this. I'm going to add the bacon, all of the bacon. I'm just putting this one on the side. It's less bit left because I really don't want to overlap, and so I'm just trying to spread it out. Here's my bacon. Beautiful. Now, let me get my eggs ready. All right. So, with me and an egg carton. Okay, so let me crack my eggs. All right, so I think I did about 5 eggs. Got a shell in. A good way to get shell out of eggs when you crack them, you use the shell. It's like a magnet to the shell that drops inside the egg, and it will help pull that shell out of there. Just another tip, I thought I'd throw that to y'all. Me and my egg trays. If you just noticed I have moved some eggs around, that's only because I want it to be level. When you pick it up, it doesn't like tilt over to one side. I like the size even, so if it's 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, 1 in the middle, whatever the case may be, so it could be even when you pick up the whole egg carton. That's just me, y'all. I know it's probably just me, but here I am whipping up the eggs again. Like I said, y'all know it take a minute just to whip them up really good. So here are my eggs. All right, so now I'm gonna check on my potatoes. They're coming through, they're cooking down. They're not quite ready yet because you see they're still in chunks. So it's gonna break down to where it looks like a gravy around the sides, but then you're still gonna see chunks. So I'm just tasting it again to make sure it's good. Here's my bacon in the oven. All right, now let me toast some bread. I'm only gonna do 6 slices of bread. So I'm gonna do 6 pieces of toast, lightly butter each one. And I'm only gonna put jelly on 4. I don't think my brother will want jelly. So if he wants jelly, he could put it on himself. I know my dad would. So that's why. And as you can see, I don't have my spread. So what I did was, I have a butter knife. I'm scraping the top of the butter because it's room temperature. I had it out, so it's room temperature, and I'm scraping the top of the butter so I can get it as a spread, so I can spread it more easily on the bread. And as you can see, I stacked it like this so it wouldn't be on top of each other. Just put the butter to meet the butter. All right, here we go again, stirring up my potatoes. Then I'm gonna move that to the back because I'm gonna have to fry my eggs. But I just want to check it to see what it's looking like. And as y'all can see, it's starting to thicken up a little bit. Just cook down a little bit more of that water that's in there. Well, I can say potato gravy. That's what I call it. Because you see, I just add a little bit more water because I wanted a little bit more so it can like break down even more and leave more chunks. All right, so now let me push this to the back. Oh, no, see, y'all look at it. I tell y'all, I don't be knowing. There we go. Isn't that looking so much better? Y'all see that gravy that it's making along the side? That's the goodness right there. Not just the chunks of the potato. If you love loaded baked potato soup, this is remnants of that. Y'all see what grease I'm using for the eggs? I told y'all to comment what y'all grease y'all thought I was gonna use. All right, so I got my pan on high. Yes, and of course I'm gonna be impatient again, but I'm gonna let my pan get high. I'm using my skillet. Drop a little bit of eggs in there to see whether or not it's ready. It was semi-ready. It really wasn't ready, but I made it be ready, so I just went ahead and put everything in there. So I'm gonna just let it do what it do. I'm stirring and stirring, making sure I don't want like no fold eggs. I want it scrambled, so that's why I'm gonna break it up as I stir it around as it get ready. Yes, so yes, I had more eggs than I pretty much needed, but you know, it's 3 of us, so I know with the stewed potatoes, a meal is really good with these eggs and bacon and the stewed potatoes. Oh, it makes the meal. It really does make the meal. Yes, y'all can see the eggs are coming together. Yes, I know y'all saying I'm not doing damage with this this regular spoon in this skillet. It's fine. Don't be mad at me because you got to get in there. I don't like no wood and nothing. Let me just use this metal when I know gonna get to it. I've already cut the eye off because y'all know the skillet is really hot. All right, here are the eggs. Don't they look delicious and fluffy? All right, let me put the bread in the oven. Let me show y'all how it is. All right, breakfast is done. These are the stewed potatoes. Bacon, I'm gonna put that on paper towel. Have the toast back there. I have 4 with jelly, 2 without. And here's my eggs, and I'll show y'all when it's plated. And breakfast is done. We have our scrambled eggs here, our bacon just to break it up to give it a little color, our stewed potatoes. Y'all see that? Don't they look good? Yes, and my toast with apple jelly. This is my meal. Thank y'all for cooking with me. Why not?